Did you know that the longest train ride in the world from Portugal to Vietnam lasts a whopping 13 days? Now that's a lot of time to ponder about life, universe, and everything else. Imagine sitting there, watching the world go by and having enough time to figure out if chicken or egg came first. It's a moving meditation, or perhaps a test of patience, depending on how you look at it. Now that we're all aboard the humor train, why not discover how these massive vehicles are actually made? Buckle up because we're leaving the station. Imagine building a train as assembling an oversized Lego set, with a little more complexity of course. Let's start with the locomotive, the big boss of the train. It's like the brain of the operation, controlling everything from speed to direction. And just like that person in your group project who does all the work but gets minimal recognition, the locomotive often doesn't get the credit it deserves. But let's give it a moment of appreciation here. It houses the engine, the driver's cabin, and all the necessary controls. And it's got to have some serious muscle too to pull all those carriages. Speaking of carriages, they're next on our list. These are the workhorses of the train, carrying everything from people to cargo. Each carriage is like a mini world on wheels, with its own unique layout and purpose. There are sleeping carriages, dining carriages, and even carriages for transporting cars. Some might say they're the unsung heroes of the railway, tirelessly doing their job while the locomotive takes all the glory. And last but certainly not least, we have the tracks. Think of them as the red carpet on which our star, the train, makes its grand appearance. They're much more than just two parallel lines of steel though. They're a complex system designed to guide the train safely and efficiently. And they don't complain, even when a train weighing several hundred tons rolls over them. Talk about resilience! But let's not forget about the unsung heroes of our train-building saga. The nuts and bolts, the wires and switches, the gears and levers. These small parts may not seem like much, but without them, our train would be nothing more than a giant paperweight. So, we've got our train parts ready. But wait, we can't just glue them together, can we? Assembling a train isn't like putting together a puzzle .s, more like building a gigantic moving skyscraper on tracks. So let's dive into the fascinating world of train assembly, shall we? The process starts with the train's body. Huge steel plates are welded together to form the body of the train. This isn't your average arts and crafts project, folks. Imagine trying to glue together a colossal metal sandwich with the power of 1,000 suns. That's welding for you. Next up, the bogies or the undercarriage of the train. These are the legs of our skyscraper on tracks. They're assembled and bolted onto the body. Picture doing squats with 2 elephants on your back. That's kind of the weight these bogies handle. And you thought your gym workouts were tough. Now comes the installation of the train's heart and lungs, the engine and the ventilation system. The engine is hefted into place, and it's a beast, folks. If this were a superhero movie, the engine would be the Hulk, all muscle and raw power. The ventilation system, on the other hand, is more like Spider-Man, nimble and efficient, ensuring a comfortable ride for everyone on board. Then, there's the fitting of the interiors. This is where the train gets its swanky look. Seats, lights, luggage racks, toilets, and even the tiny mirrors in the bathrooms. Every detail is meticulously taken care of. It's like arranging furniture in a house, just a house that's whizzing past at 100 miles an hour. Finally, the train undergoes rigorous testing. Every bolt, every weld, every system is checked and double-checked. After all, we wouldn't want a train with a screw loose, would we? Talk about an adrenaline rush, and voila, we have a train. But remember, trains aren't just about steel and bolts. They're about the stories they carry. From a kid's first train ride to a couple's journey into forever, every train carries a tale. So the next time you board a train, remember, you're not just stepping onto a mode of transport, you're stepping into a story. Trains are not just machines, they are the vessels of countless stories and adventures. Each journey you take, every ticket you punch, adds another thread to the rich tapestry of train history. Perhaps you've encountered an unexpected travel buddy, or maybe you've witnessed the most breathtaking sunset from your window seat. Each ride is a novel waiting to be written. So, next time you're on a marathon train ride, remember, you're not just a passenger, you're a story on wheels. Now do us a favor and share your funniest train tale in the comments below. All aboard the story train.